Oh. It's not possible to have everyone here that we today that we love. So keeping them in mind, can we have a toast to absent friends and family?
Friends and family.
Thank you. Right, where are we going? Christine, mother-in-law, dear. Can I say firstly how beautiful you look today? All right. It's so nice to see you happy and so proud of your little girl. And I promise you I'm always going to look after her. I can only hope we are as happy as you and Derek are after 53 years of marriage, except we'll be like nearly 100 years old then. Well, Nikki will, I'll be about 93. See?
I don't know.
I am funny.
You don't do that. Laugh them out.
Thanks a lot for your generosity and kindness. Today wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for you and Derek. Oh, I need a Rennies. We thank you eternally. Obviously, Derek can't be here today, and it's been a big thing to deal with over the last couple of weeks. I know how upsetting it's been for you and Nikki that he can't be here, but the main thing now is that he gets better and he can come home to his family as soon as possible. I'm also so proud to call him my father-in-law, and I love how much you all love each other and how much you've welcomed me into your family. Thanks for raising such a beautiful human being that I can now call my wife. So, ladies and gents, can you raise your glasses to Christine and Derek?
Christine and Derek.
Am I too close, that mic?
I don't care, I'm going to keep back.
Right then, now it's getting winged.
Got it ready?
Actually, I forgot to say, we've got a gift for you, Christine. So I'd like to present you with your flowers, which are where? First one.
I don't know, yeah.
This one now? There you go, darling. This kiss. Someone laughing at?
Ellen's punchlining you.
What? Yeah, to be fair, she paid for them. Right. My mummy. Our Jen, sitting on the end there. Everyone here that knows my mum knows how much of a special person she is. I do. I love you so much. You've also contributed greatly to this wedding, so I'd like to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And also bringing me up to being this. And I'm grateful for everything you do for me. I really am. Me and Helen are. So I've also got some flowers over there that you and Christine paid for. There you go.
Give him a kiss, Jen.
Love you.
I love you too. Thank you, darling.
Oh, I'm on one now. Next up, we've got the bridesmaids. Obviously, you all look beautiful today. I think everyone will agree. But thanks so much for what you've done to Nikki, not just today, over the years, for all your love and all your... What? What did I say?
What you've done to her.
What you've done to her? What have you done? Over the years, all your love and support, and also a massive thanks to Tash and Alison for sorting out a hen do. She loved it. So if you'd all like to come up, Tash, Alison, Ellie and Corinne, for your flowers. Actually, no, it's not just flowers. Actually, we paid for these. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Right, Nikki did. These ones. Not yet. I don't know what's what. Right. Season it, Bab.
Yes.
Season it.
I've got their names on them.
Corin.
Hello.
There you go. Thank you.
Empty boxes.
We got Tash,
Thank you. They're heavy.
Ellie, and take it this is you. Helen. Oh no, that's not you. No, I've got them. Sorry. There you go. Thanks a lot. Thanks, girls.
George's.
I ain't on to Georgia yet.
Daddy's going to get to you in a minute.
Right, my little girl Georgia, the flower girl, and also one of the bridesmaids. You ain't got anything. Can you and our lovely page boy Seb come up and grab some presents? Yeah, some dolly mixtures. Georgia, this one's for you. Where's she gone? There. There you go, darling. Go over there and sit. Take it, that's for you. There you go, mate. Okay. Where's my fender? Right. My new little stepson. Hey, Tommy. Right, no. A massive thank you to you, Tom, today for stepping up and walking Nikki down the aisle. We're really proud of you today. Not just today, just like always. How well you doing with your football and that?
Yes.
Not at school. But now we're really proud of you, mate. And you can call me stepdaddy now. Come and give me a kiss. Where's it, Bab? Tom, that's for you. If you open it up and shoulder bag his fans and the blue noses. Have a look. Up the villa! Clap, Robbie. Right. Next, my ushers, my mandem. Massive thanks for forever, just for being my best pals, looking after me last night and this morning, making sure I got here. And yeah, that's about it. So come up and get your gifts. Thank you to Rob for bringing us in today. Thank you to Nick for not actually, yeah, for not. Did he cry? Thank you to Nick for crying. And Wag, where is he? Where's Wag? Come up, mate. Come on. What? Oh shit. Rob.
Cheers, kid.
Cheers, mate. Love you. Nicholas. Look. There you go. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bob.
Who's that to? It's meant to be in there.
Wrong bag. Where's the thing? Can I get Kaz and Paul up for being our witnesses today, please? Got a little gift for you too. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fucking witness.
Safe, right? Ah, you're good, man. Cheers, bud.
Paul's here.
All right, Paul. Who we got? Helen.
Helen.
You are.
Very nice young lad.
Helen, can you come up and get your present, please? I'm really proud of you today for doing your reading.
I love you.
And for being the best big sister in the world. Ooh.
I love you.
And then there was about £3,000.
4. Who's next? So now I've got a little gift for my mate Ad here, for being my best man, my best friend forever. I'm not going to go on too much because it's your turn, mate, so I've had enough. So wait there, get your present. There you go, mate.
Yeah, well,
Thanks a
very
lot.
much. Thank you.
So
Open that in a minute.
now I'm going to pass you on. Oh,
I'll open that in a minute.
shit, sorry.
No, don't swear, don't swear.
I'm really sorry, I forgot. Auntie June, she's like so special to Nikki and her mum. We've got something for you because you're always there for all of us. So if you'd like to come up. Sorry. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Oh shit, yeah. Do you know what? I'm going on. I forgot to talk about my wife.
He would have just heard my little message to him.
Okay. I ain't joking, as if I was going to forget that. Right. The night me and Nikki met, like I used to go out like every weekend, like. Yeah, nah, I don't anymore. But there was this one night where I'd like begged all my mates to go out, and no one had got back to me. So in the end, I had to ring Gaz. Desperado. Only joking. But yeah, love you guys. Anyway, Gaz got back to me. And we went out, and he introduced me to a couple of his mates, and one of them happened to be this beautiful thing here. Saucy. But anyway, it was a wicked night. We had a laugh, didn't we?
Yeah.
But
So boring.
yeah, Nikki, she doesn't drink, so she was driving. I was obviously like cartwheeling and gambolling everywhere. But then like, somehow I got a number. Actually, it was quite easy, wasn't it?
Send you a picture of you in a minute.
Yeah, she took loads of photos of me, so I said, can you like send me those? And she went, yeah, but I'd have to get your number. Shame. And at the time, she had a boyfriend. Pussy. But anyway,
Right, give Adam the bike now.
I've got another hour. Ad's loving it. But yeah, we had a really good night anyway, blah, blah, blah. We met up, first date, horse and jockey, had a wicked night. And then, you know, the rest history, and here we are. We've got a beautiful little girl. Yeah, that's Tom. And we've got Georgia as well. But yeah, I'm honest. I'm so happy, honestly, and it's getting a bit mushy now. But I really am happy, and I'm giving it the big one because I'm nervous. But I really am. This is the best day of my life, except for obviously Georgia being born. But it has been the best day of my life. And fundamentally, I love you more than anything in the whole entire world, and I'm gonna look after you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, and I forgot to say how amazing you look today, which you do. No, you do. You do. You really do. Second best looking on this table.
Thanks, mate.
After Ad. But no. Now I'm going to pass you on to my best mate.
Fucking hell.
Oh no, wait. No, my best mate and my best man, Adam. So, no. One more toast, and that is to my beautiful wife, Nikki Rushton. Go on then, Ad.
Yeah, cheers at last. Give me some length. What? I mean that. Right.
Give me some length.
Give me some length. Don't start yet. Don't. Thanks, Chris. Hold on a moment. I know, he did go on a bit, didn't he? Right, obviously when I... Is that my voice? Is that what I sound like? Shit. Obviously when I wrote this, I didn't think I was going to be sounding like Stephen Hawking. Don't say looking like him. Right, first of all, obviously I'd just like to thank everyone for coming and welcome everyone to obviously a really good day and the wedding of Peter and Nikki. I'll carry on. Obviously, the venue's been lovely. The staff have been great, and obviously everyone out there looks absolutely amazing. It's actually been the first time it's been an absolute pleasure to be the ugliest person in the room. You can dispute that if you want. Thank you, Chris. That leads into my next gag. Obviously, I know I'm not the ugliest. Thanks. Stop heckling me, please. Obviously, I know I'm not the ugliest because it's obviously full of so many Villa fans. I went there. Now, obviously, that was the only Villa gag. Hold on, that was the only Villa gag that was going to happen. Now, it might be a struggle for some of you because some of this is going to require a sense of humour. But stick with it and just laugh. If you see some other people laughing, just go. Loose one in. Just stick with it. Obviously, we all know the pressure of a wedding and what it takes to plan to ensure that you look the absolute best on the most important day of your life. The list of preparation, as we know, is absolutely endless with hair, makeup, extensions, waxing, plucking, straightening, curling, dyeing, fake tanning, filtering, blow drying, spray tanning, lawn dry, choosing, lip filling, arguing, bitching, panic buying, cat fighting, crying, contouring, teeth whitening, and last but not least, anal bleaching. But I think that we can absolutely agree that it's all been worth it because Pete and the ushers look fantastic today. Now, clearly it's not. I'm going to roll now. Clearly it's not easy to stand up here in front of 100 people that are willing to take 2 days off just for a free meal and a piss up. But I did actually take time to speak to, as some of you know, I'm a maths teacher. I did actually take time to speak to a speech and language therapist at my school. I was a little bit nervous, and she did rest my mind ashore. She said, "Listen, you just got to be calm, relax, and be confident." I said, "You are right." She did say to me though, "You've got to think about those people out there with a severe learning difficulty, who can't even string a coherent sentence together." And I said, "You are right," and this has given me a real appreciation for what Gaz Jones has to go through every day. Obviously, that gag only works for half of the room because you might not know who Gaz Jones is. You'll meet him later. He's really... Nick, you will? Hold on, Nick. You might meet him later. He's a really good-looking lad, but he does... he speaks like this, like he's deaf. But I can assure you now, he's not actually deaf. He's just totally backward. And I'm only joking, guys. I don't think you're good looking at all. But I did actually speak to the speech and language therapist. That bit wasn't true, but I did actually speak to the speech and language therapist, and she said to me, "Listen, I know you're nervous, but what you need to do is the old thing is where you picture. Obviously, when Pete and the family are doing their speeches, you select some people and picture them and imagine them naked in front of you." So I did try to do that, while Nikki's family and Pete was doing the speeches, but. The problem was the thought of all the beer bellies, like the shit tattoos, and the hairy chests. It just made me more uncomfortable. So I'm just going to imagine that the men are naked instead. We do know that weddings. We do know that weddings are a scary thing, and they're not to be they're not to be entered into lightly. And we've only got to look around. Now, this isn't to embarrass people at all, but we've only got to look around the room to see what I would call some power couples that have arrived today and some hot couples. Now, you can give them a little round of applause if you want to. I'm just going to call some names. Don't be offended if you're not on it. Doesn't mean you're not a power couple. It's just people that we know as stand-up Instagram famous people that are here. And the first one has got to be, you know it, Paul Draper and Jodie Draper. Give them a round of applause. Great couple. The second one, these two hurt my eyes when I look at these. They actually piss me off when I look at them. They're that good looking. And that's got to be Jamie and Ali France over there. I can't leave him out. I got a name wrong earlier, but I got it right now. It's Chris Matthews and Emma Bissell over there. And also... They're not on the list, Chris, don't worry. I just want to say... Did you drop the F-bomb there? That's my one. Chris, congratulations on the babies. Well, you got one pregnant in the end. Well done. And last but no means least, I know, and we know this relationship is only based on freaky sex, and it's a couple that we've been rooting for many years, but it's Nick Cash and Rob Finch. Well done. Give him a round of applause. Don't get offended if you weren't on there, just means I think you're shit. I'd like to say how beautiful Nikki looks today. It's blatantly obvious as a modern, independent mother of two beautiful children who have done a brilliant job today. Can we put a round of applause for Georgia and Tom, please? I think we all know that Nikki deserves someone that is just, strong, successful, well-read, stylish, fit and intelligent. So thank God Pete moved in and got her knocked up before she found anyone like that. The first time I knew that Nikki was, sincerely in love with Pete, because you do have your questions where you think, well, what's she seeing him? And I did go around the house the first time I went to the house, and actually Pete was lay across her, not like that. And she was giving him a foot massage. Now, that doesn't seem very interesting at all, and I commented on it at the time, but if you saw the state of Pete's feet, you'd know what dedication that takes. His feet are an utter disgrace, and it's like they've done a tour of Afghanistan, and basically it's just a walking advert for Scholl foot powder and fungal cream, so I knew it must be true love. So what can I say about Pete that hasn't been said on Jeremy Cole before? Obviously, it's great that Pete has finally met someone as lovely as Nikki, considering the standard of some of his previous girlfriends. And, well, exactly. And I think me and Helen know, when I say previous girlfriends, I mean drunken fumbles around the back of a skip. And as friends, as friends and family, we were just hoping for someone a little bit different. It's not a lie, Pete, that's true. We were just hoping for someone a little bit different from his usual type. You remember Blackpool. And I don't mean to offend anybody here, but when I mean his usual type, we were just looking for someone that didn't own their own car park and disabled badge and had both eyes in the same direction. And it's such a blessing and quite frankly relief that he's found someone as lovely as Nikki over here. And obviously, hold on a minute, we're not got that point yet. And if any of Nikki's and friends and family a little bit worried or, concerned that some of these ex-girlfriends might be here today, then I want to rest your mind assured that there's absolutely no way they're here today. Because as we know, on a Thursday, it's signing on at the job centre. And secondly, we didn't know that the hotel was going to have a ramp. Right. That one worked. Now, this is, just so you know, this is like the middle bit now. This is the middle bit. I know you weren't expecting Listen, this is important now because we're halfway. Well, we're about 60% in, and all the good stuff's gone now. So, and I know you weren't expecting a lot from a guy who's in his late 30s with a top knot. It looks like he should be washing cars. But I'm just letting you know, we seem to be enjoying it a lot there, and not so much here. I'm not saying these people. No. I'm not saying these people are better or more successful. They just seem to be getting it. So, just you lot. You can just laugh if you want, and just get on with it. When these people get on board with it, you just go with the flow. Just as a little idea, you know where you're at. I know you're not into it at all. It's fine. That table, I've lost you. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I knew I was going to lose about 20%. I had that ready. Right, let's get back to it now, please, because we've got time to run. Now, you may have all been, you may have seen Pete, obviously before he started his speech, shaking and looking a little bit scared and anxious during his warm-up speech for the good-looking act. But now, I don't want anyone to be worried about this, because some of the people that don't know might think this is due to nerves or some kind of early onset Parkinson's disease. But please do not be alarmed. This is Pete's usual symptoms when asked to get a round of drinks in. I mean, this is the best bit now. Right. This is the good stuff now. Right. As most of us know, this is like therapy, Peter wasn't the greatest person at managing his money when he was younger. Oh, exactly, hell, thank you. Hallelujah. For some reason, though, I never could understand it, but his glittering career as a fruit and veg stacker at Asda Questley didn't quite... During his early 20s, and I mean it was a good 8 years, he was a big deal at Asda Questley for a long time. It didn't quite fund the lifestyle that he was after. So what we'd do, me and his friends are at the back there, they're the drunkards at the back. Every Saturday night, we'd arrange a night out, and then about an hour before, we would get the text, the guaranteed Peter text come through. And you think, oh shit, here we go. Always the same. All right, mate, I'm a little bit short. Any chance? And every time, we know it. Every time we would be like, mate, we want you out, because we did want him out, because it was always a good laugh. We stand back, no problem. But the best bit was, you then get the guaranteed, Chris, you know what's coming. You get the second guaranteed repayment text. Now, this was always a classic. This one would come and he would tell you how he was going to pay you back the following Friday, when his phone would definitely be off, no doubt about it. And it would be so complex to figure out how he was ever going to pay you back. I used to need a scientific calculator, a copy of the Financial Times, and someone with an accountancy degree from Oxford to figure out what the hell he was talking about. It was an absolutely horrendous time. But he did stop in the end, and I don't want to insinuate to anybody here against his character that it was some way affecting anyone around him. But when he did eventually stop, Chris did manage to travel to Australia for a year. Paul and Jodie managed to get married, have 2 to 3 kids. Wayne started a multi-million-pound industry, well done. And I bought my second house. So Pete, we appreciate it. Thank you for the change. Just on a side note, I'm going to come to them in a moment. But I want a big thanks, Pete. I'm trying my best. A big thanks to Nikki's mum and dad and Jenny for putting on this. I'm going to come to them a wonderful wedding. Many of you just don't know this, but Pete did actually kindly offer to pay originally for the whole wedding, but he unfortunately did have to withdraw the offer when he did have to withdraw the offer when he realised that Wonga didn't do payday weddings. Speaking of which, this is just a. No, I know you said it. It's all right. I'll mention it. It's just a side note. This is nothing to do with the speech. Nobody asked me to mention it. But he has asked for cash, as you've seen the boxes, other than presents. And he has had to take a sunshine loan for the suits. The first repayment is Wednesday, so if you could get the money to him as quick as a flash, he would appreciate that. So thank you. Right. So, thanks. Right, I would like to say a couple of thank yous, basically. First of all, these are obviously from all of us, and then there's one from me as well. Oh, I'm going teary now. Stop it. First of all, I'd like to thank Christine and Derek. Obviously, we know the situation with Derek. We've already said thank you, but we give her a round of applause for a wonderful wedding, and we're really happy that what he's done, and we wish he could be here. Secondly, put me code in because I don't lose myself. This one's from me, actually. This is just a personal one. This is to Jenny and Helen.
Oh, you're going to sing?
Yeah, good.
After all that, I'm going to laugh if you cry.
Nah, not at all. They were an absolutely massive part of my life growing up that always made me feel so welcome. And I just want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for everything you did. You appreciate it more when you're older than when you were a little boy, but I just want to say thank you very much for everything that you did. Right. So, this is the bit where I'm always tearing up. This bit might tear up a little bit, so I apologise, but please don't be distressed if you also feel that your eyes are burning and you feel a bit teary. It's more than likely that it's just the strength of Pete's new wedding aftershave. I know he's had a new bottle of dupe from WAG. One of the ushers. And just to let you know, he's selling that and some knockoff Louis Vuitton handbags out of his caravan. If you want to see him later, he'll hook you up, no problem at all. So, finally, this is the last bit really, but this is the truth of the matter, to be quite honest. All this stuff is just nonsense. I've known Pete since he was like this wide. And you may look at Peter and you may see many things. Some might see a brother, some might see a son, and some might just see a close friend. Or someone might just see someone to go to the villa with, or a drink in town. But it's a little bit different for me. Thank you. I've got over it.
That's what you get.
Yeah, give him his colouring book back. Right. I don't really see that at all. I don't see a best friend that's been a major part of my life for 33 years, and this is why. 2 seconds, sorry.
All right, man. Water.
No, water's no good, yeah. Come on in. When I look at him, I see this. I see a little boy sitting on an infant school assembly floor with his arms folded and his legs crossed, ready to sing the morning hymns. I see a boy playing keepy uppies and Kirby's outside of his house till his mum shouts us to go in because the sun's gone down. I see a boy, don't start yet. I see a boy, this is the best one. I see a boy eating ice cream with chocolate buttons on, made by his mum on a Thursday just before we go to Cubs or karate or whatever silly club we go to every Thursday. I see a boy meeting me on my paper round every week and talking about girls we could never get. I see a boy partying hard around town, downing shots, grabbing girls in headlocks and gambolling across dance floors. I see a boy enduring endless 18 to 30s holidays with me, the worst hangovers ever and the sunburn to match. I've got it. I see a boy ringing me when he's lost someone close to him and he just needs someone to talk to. And I see a boy telling me he's met a girl in Sutton and there's something different about this one. And now I see someone who's become a brilliant loving father, who has today become a husband, and now, in my opinion, has finally become a man. Can you all stand up? And if you can raise a toast to Nikki and Peter, the happy couple. Nikki and Peter, the happy couple, thank you.
Okay.
Done.
Killed it. Absolutely smashed it out the ground.
Thank you. Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thanks. Thank you so much. I meant it.